This is the part 3 of the HTML tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about the HTML tags. So these are some certain tags are available in HTML. These are the basic tags. Heading tag, a paragraph tag, break tag, HR tag, pre-tag, and anchor tag. We have several tags are available in HTML. So currently in this session, we are going to discuss these tags. So the first one is the heading tag. So what is the use of the heading tags? So headings help in the definition, the hierarchy and the structure of the web page. So hierarchy and the structure of the web page means, so if you have any websites, you can search for some content. So you have some heading and actual content data. So that is nothing but the heading with the content data. So in this HTML, we have around 6 types of headings. So H1 tag is the starting tag and H6 tag is the smallest tag. You can see this H1 tag displays the largest font and H6 tag displays the smallest font. This is the syntax to write the H1 tags. So open H1 tag and give the content and closing the H1 tag. Similarly, this is the same syntax will apply for the all the tags, but it will be separated with H1, H2, H3, H4, H4, and H6. So each tag have the separate meaning. You can see this output. So this is the heading 1 tag. Heading 1 tag will display the some bold letters with the maximum height and width content. You can see the sixth tag, it will display the height and width the lower. Okay, see, let's flip to our code and see, let's demonstrate this with an example. So I'm using the Sublime text for this example. So in this body section, I'm writing the h1 tag, h1 open brace. Similarly, you can use h1 close tag. So in between open and close tags, you need to mention the content. Okay, so close. So here you need to write the data. This is heading 1. Similarly, you can write h2 tag, close h2. So I'm adding some content inside this h2 tag. Similarly, you can add all the remaining tags. This is h3, h3. Similarly, h4, h5, h6. So these are the 6 tags. Can you see the output? Right click on the window, open new browser. You can see this is the output pattern. The heading 1 displayed in the font letters with the height and width format, and see this is the smallest h6 part. Okay, let's flip to our code again. You can put some colors here. So how to apply colors for the h1 tag? You can use style attribute. So inside you can use the color property, what color if you want to set. So I'm trying to set color is red. Okay, so you can refresh the browser, you can see. So in this h1 tag I'm applying this color with red, so it will be changed to red, right? Similarly, you can apply different colors with different header tags. Okay, so red, blue, green, orange, yellow, black. Okay, let's refresh the browser. You can see I think okay, you can change it. You can refresh the browser once. So you will see the styles will be applied for the all the headers. Okay, so h1 is with the, this is the starting with h1 tag and ending with the h6 tag. Okay, so this is the maximum, this is the minimum. Okay, next, so what is the importance of the headings? So normally what is the use? Okay, HTML headings provide the valuable information by highlighting the unimportant topics and the structure of the document. So optimize them carefully to improve your engagements. So these are the important guidelines for using the headings tags. So don't use headings to make your text look big and bold. So what this sentence means? Okay, so let's go to Sublime Text. So for example, I want to display some data. So for example, I'm using the paragraph tag here. So p tag, so closing p tag, right? So in this paragraph section, can you remove this one? So in this paragraph section, I'm adding some content like this is sample HTML program. Okay, so I want to display this program in the big letters. So that purpose I'm trying to add h1 tag for the program. So let's see the output here. So you can see this is the sample program. So it will go in the next line. So that is the meaning that don't use h1 tags for the displaying the bigger. So for example, if you want to display the program or HTML in the bold letters, you can use bold tag. So that is nothing but a B tag. B is the representation of the bold. If you want to use this tag, so then it will be displayed in the bold format in the output. Refresh this one. So this is the bold color. Okay, so but don't use headers in the displaying for the bold and big. So that is the point here we are highlighting. Don't use headings to make your text look big or bold. Use them only for highlighting headings of your content and show the document structure. So the very important thing is, so why we didn't use h1 tags for the looking big and bold? So they have some search criteria in the Google. So see, since search engines such as Google use headings to index the structure of the content of the web pages, use the wisely in the your web page. So this is means Google's whatever you are searching for some document or some text, so it will be searching in the heading sections. So for example, let's go to Google Chrome. So here I'm typing like some content, types of transportation. So I'm searching for this one, types of transportation. Google will search for any website have this content of heading. So it will search all the scenarios. So you can see in this website, types of transportation is also on one heading. So Google will search whatever we are trying to search here, it will search in the heading sections also. So they have some search criteria. So it will searching for the, this is the heading and this is the paragraph. Okay, so do you remember this one? One more once again. So this is the heading tag and this one is the paragraph tag. So what we are searching here, type of transportation, it will search the all the Google websites and it will search for any relevant data with the heading section or the paragraph section. See this type. Okay, so in this slide I am going to tell you like, so don't use headings to make your text in the bigger bold. So for that purpose, what we want to use, if you want to use in the B tag, B is representation of the bold. Okay, next one. So these are the some important tags and basic tags in HTML: paragraph tag and break tag and HR tag. Okay, so what is the use of the paragraph tag? Paragraph element is used to publish the text. So it will display the text. Okay, so you can see this example. So in this example, we are using the P tag. P is representation of the paragraph tag. Okay, so in this tag, So similarly, you can use n number of tags. Control C, Control V, Control V. Sample HTML program, sample Java program, sample .NET program. You can see the output here. You refresh this one. See, this is a sample HTML program, this is sample Java program, and this is sample .NET program. Okay, so this is the p tag representation of the paragraph tags. Okay, so uh, if I'm using one p tag here, so normally what is the output for the p tag? P tag will display the, it will give the some spaces between the each line, right? So I want some space, one more space here, so that purpose I'm using one more empty paragraph tag. Okay, so you can refresh this one. So we are getting any extra space? No, because if you're using the empty paragraph, the browser will remove these empty paragraph tags. Okay, so if you want to space in the paragraph section or something somewhere else, so these empty paragraphs will be removed by the browser. So that point we're going to express here. So so don't use empty paragraphs. That means it does not add extra spaces in your browser pages. The browser may ignore or the empty paragraphs. So whenever you are using any empty paragraph sections, the browser will ignore your empty paragraphs. So it does not give any new spaces. Okay. So can you remove this one? So I have one sample text document here. So in this text document, I have some different formats of contents, modes of transportation, roadway transportation, railway transportation. So I'm just explaining you how to use tags, heading tags. Okay, you can minimize this one. So in this body section, I'm using one h1 tag, close h1 tag. In this h1 tag, I put it as a modes of transportation. Okay, so this is the h1 tag. For this purpose, I'm using some spaces. Styles equals to color for something red. Okay, so this is the h1 tag. After h1 tag, I'm using h2 tag. In this h2 tag, so Control C. So after h1 tag, I'm using paragraph section. This is my paragraph. You can close the paragraph here. And in the h2, I'm using some content. There are the different kind of transportations. So this is the roadways transportation. You can add one more paragraph here. So you can paste this latest content. So similarly, you can use few more H2 tags. Okay, so roadway transportation. Next one is railway transportation. Next one is water transportation. Okay, so just browse in your website, refresh your browser. So you can see the modes of transportation. This is the H1 tag. In this H1 tag, we have three different tags. This is the H2 tag, and this one is also H2 tag, and this one is also H2 tag. So this is the H1 tag is a representation of the heading, and H2, H2, H2. These three are the H2 tags. If you want to apply some styles also here, you can apply. Control C, Control V, color, something like if you want to use red. Same styles you can apply to the remaining H2 tags also. If you want to apply any color for paragraph tags, you can use here also style, color, blue. I'm applying same styles to remaining paragraphs. Let's flip to the browser and just refresh the browser. You can see, so modes of transportation is the h1 tag, and these are the remaining tags. Okay, so this is the way you need to use h1 tags and remaining tag. So next one is br tag. So what is use of the br tag? Br tag is used to insert a line break for the web page. So what is the use? So I want to display some break from these two. You can go here, you can put some br tag. So br tag. So you'll get some space. Just refresh here. So br is nothing but a line break. If you want to see here, br, I'm using the br tag. So the modes of transport includes. So here also I'm using one more br tag. You can see, so that way you will understand very easily. So you will see, right? They have the break tags. Just you can save this one. Just you can refresh this here. You can see this is split into the 3 lanes because we are put it as a break tag in here and here. So it will be the entire line split into the overall 3 statements. So BR will gives the new line break. BR tag used to insert a line break on the web page. Whenever if you want to give some lines, spaces or breaks, so then BR tag will be used. So what is use of the HR tag? HR tag will give the horizontal role on the web page. So you can demonstrate this one also. So before modes of transportation, I'm using one HR tag. So you can apply some style. Border equals to 1 pixel solid red. You can refresh the browser, so it will give you the one horizontal line. Okay, so these are the self-closing tag. So these tags does not have any closing braces. See this one, h1 tag have the opening brace along with the closing braces. Paragraph tag have the opening braces along with the closing tag braces. So but br tag does not have any closing braces. These are the unpaired tags. Paired tags have the open brace along with the closed braces, but unpaired tags does not have any closing braces. So hr also, it is a unpaired tag. Okay, if you want to add this for remaining also, I'm adding here, I'm adding here, I'm adding here. So I'm adding, so overall I'm using 1 2 3 4 5 hr. You can refresh the browser, you can see. So this is, it will replay gives the 5 horizontal rows. Okay, so that is use of the row tag. So next one, so Nbsp pre and anchor tags. What is the use of the Nbsp? So insert Nbsp for creating an extra consecutive spaces. If you want to use it, if you want to give any space between the text, so then we can use the Nbsp. Okay, so let's flip to our code. So here I'm removing the br. So here also I'm removing the br. So I didn't give any spaces within the railways transport. Just refresh here. You can see I didn't give any space here. So now I'm giving Nbsp. Similarly Nbsp. So it will give you the space. How many spaces if you want? If you want 4 or 5 spaces, then you can give like this. Just save it and run it. So you can see. So how many spaces are we are giving there? So that much of spaces will occur here. Okay, so Nbsp is nothing but a number of spaces. So similarly we have pre-tag. So what is the use of the pre-tag means sometimes using Nbsp and br extra. So all these are giving the spaces to a very inconvenient. So for example, I want to give some text in the format of like this. So in this paragraph I'm expecting the output like this. So like this kind of output I'm expecting here. Just I want to display like this. Okay, so control S, refresh here. So we didn't get such kind of output here because so paragraph, it does not consider these spaces. For example, if you are giving some spaces, if you are giving some spaces, so it does not come to here. You can refresh here. We didn't get that spaces. So for that purpose, we are using peer tag and close peer. So see this, you will get that kind of format. Okay, so remove this paragraph, remove this, sorry. So this close tag commander here. Just refresh your browser. I'm removing paragraph, I'm applying pre-tag. Okay, just refresh here. So you will see this kind of output. Okay, so it will handle the spaces and break tags. So normally if you want this kind of output, what we need to do, similarly you can apply all these from here. If you are using the paragraph tag, so you need to apply like this, number of spaces and bear tags you need to apply. So you can remove this one. So to overcome that problem, we can use pre-tag. Okay, so this is the basic example for headers and paragraphs, breaks and horizontal rows. Okay, so in this session we're going to discuss about some coding standards of the HTML. So for example, in this paragraph tag I'm giving some spaces. Okay, so just refresh this in the browser, refresh here. So we didn't get any exception, right? So if you're giving the space here, just refresh here so that you can see. So I'm giving the space in but pre-tag, you can refresh here, so you will get an exception. So we can't give space from any tag from after less than symbol. So we can't give any spaces after a tag name, you can give the spaces, so it is a valid case, and before giving any space it is a invalid case. So how to identify this is a valid or invalid, or how to analyze this code is as per the HTML5 standards. Okay, we have some separate website for this. So you can search for HTML5 Validator. So this is the HTML5 Validator website. So in this drop down list you can select text field and copy paste your code, control A, control C, control V, validate. So it will give some kind of errors here, right? So what is the errors? Just you can see showing as the starting tag seen without seeing the doc type of first expected HTML doc type of HTML. So this is the mandatory tag, not a mandatory, but the coding standard wise we need to specify the starting tag as a doc type. Okay, so we need to mention this. So let's copy this code and paste it here. Let's validate. So you can see now this is a valid code. Okay, so if you want to put any space here, let's go to our code, just put some space here, Control A, Control C, just validate in the browser. You can click on the validate. So you can see it is showing as a bad character. We didn't give any space for the h1 tag prefix. Okay, it does not allow you, it will not give the output. So this is the HTML5 validator. You can copy your code and paste it here. You can check the coding standards we are following or not. Okay, so let's flip to our code, just change it back. Okay, so next one is the anchor tag. In the HTML5, anchor tag is nothing but it will give the link to any other file or web page or any image. So it will provide the navigation between one page to another page or one page to another any website or any file. Okay, so this is the syntax for anchor tag. So anchor tag starts with an A and you can use this target and href. Okay, so let's flip to our code. Here I'm giving A. A is nothing but the anchor tag. So here you can use the href. So you need to mention the URL name, and so here I'm giving some http colon / amazon dot in. Okay, so here it is Amazon. If you click on this link, it will redirect to the this particular website. Okay, just refresh your web page. So we'll get the link here. So if you click on this link, Amazon website, so it will redirect to the that particular page. So it will navigate into the that particular page. Okay, so click on the back button here. You can see if you click here, the Amazon site will open the within the same page, right? So whenever you are clicking the link, so it will open to the Amazon website. But if you want to open some other window, not the current window, so this you can use target, we can set to blank. So if you put it as a target set to blank, then it will open to the another window. So click on back button. Now you can refresh it here and click on the Amazon website. So it will redirect to the some other page. It will open into the other window. Okay, so this is the example for the anchor tag. Okay, so thank you. So next session we are going to discuss remaining HTML tags. Thank you.